Initially, I said yes to this doc because of uncertainty. For me, I'm used to writing scripts and choosing locations and actors and crews and having all this control, and so when this kind of fell into my lap, I was like, of course I'll do it.
Everything about this capsule, there's a reason why it's that way. The color, for example.
When we got to the headquarters and learned about the programs,
A group, this is Guatemala.
they explained I'd be going to 3 out of the 30 states that Vitamin Angels deals with in the US, and they target mothers and children, and they give prenatal vitamins, multivitamins for kids.
In 2013.
I guess, like, what's your goal to, like, get to 50?
Like last year we reached about 35,000 children and 35,000 women here in the US, so.
It's still a ton. When I look over the footage, it's funny because I'm giving this, like, blank nod. But meanwhile, in my mind, I'm just like, what? I didn't know where this was gonna go, or if there was even gonna be some sort of story in there. So needless to say, after that first trip, I got sufficiently nervous, and when we were going to Louisiana, I had no idea what to expect.
We're just kind of like, here we are.
You're good.
Ready? Mm-hmm. I'm Becky Stewart. I am Executive Director of the Women's Resource Center here in Natchitoches. This is my Client Services Manager, Terry Ruck, and we've been doing this work a long time. Typically, any woman who enters our doors, she's met in a confidential situation. They want information on their options, whether they want to parent, whether they want to place a baby for adoption maybe, or even whether or not they're contemplating abortion. Our goal here is to educate and inform every young woman prior to making her decisions, all of the options that she has. Yes, the unborn baby is very, very important, but our goal first and foremost is to meet her unconditionally with no judgment. All services are free. We're here for that woman.
You're good.
The first time I came here was with my first daughter. They provided me with vitamins and Pampers and clothes and stuff like that. And
we do one home visit where we actually take the vitamins then so we can demonstrate in the home.
they came to me. I came to them and they had their arms open. They were real sweet. They always asked me questions and made me feel better because it made me feel like it's going to be okay.
They get 2 of these right off the get.
You know, here we have all these superstores where you can go and get food and clothes, and that's exactly what Vitamin Angels does in the US. They team up with people who are already helping mothers and kids. And I think after we went to Louisiana and I saw how they fit in from an American perspective, it made a lot more sense.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now safe to use approved electronic devices, and just a reminder that this flight is an unconnecting flight. We do appreciate your cooperation. For your safety, I ask that you please remain
We just had a student recently here with a presentation from the Secretary of Education and said, what I like most about coming to the food bank is the milk, because we don't have any milk in our refrigerator. I mean, come on. It's just sad how the need is so incredible in Yuma County. Yuma County is now #1 in the state of Arizona in food insecurity, 27.3%. The unemployment rate is down to 32.8, but it was 34.5, still the highest in the nation, which is just unbelievable. We started out with 200 backpacks, had 800 last year, now we're up to 1,300, and we're still not touching the iceberg.
You want to wear it? You want to put... Merry Christmas! There you go. You just take the things out.
Yes. And look, you're going to love this. I like this. Yummy. There you go.
They would use them.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Good morning. I am recording. My name is Swami Durgadas. I'm the Executive Director of the River Fund New York.
You can look at me.
Oh, good. Okay, which is a 5... Should I do it again?
Yeah, do it
again. Okay. Nix that.
Come on. Good morning, sir.
I know. I thought we were going to get the rest.
All right. Okay.
During the AIDS epidemic, I lost my partner. I lost actually my two partners to HIV and AIDS. So that kind of, shook me to my core. And I think after going through the death process with someone that close and in a way that back then it was, didn't even have a name, made me realize that it was much more than about me, that I had to actually be present this lifetime, for my lifetime, and try to give back in what way I can.
Talking about grandbaby. Oh, there's a picture.
Oh, looks like you.
My name is Shirley Rice, and I started volunteering here at the River Fund and have been with them for the past 8 to 10 years.
All right, come on down. Come on down, sir. All right? Thank you. All right? Come on down, man. Children on
We did a program where we'd go to healthcare facilities with people HIV and AIDS, kids and adults, and that started us. We baked cookies. We did, I think, 2 units, 26 people on each unit, and I said next year we're going to do the whole facility, which was 750 residents at the time.
Good morning, sweetie. How you doing?
And the following year we managed, I asked everyone I knew to bake cookies, and the next year we did the entire facility. And that was the start of River Fund in 1991, just from baking cookies.
That's crazy.
I love the little sound effects.
Yeah, these are nice.
We were the first ones to respond to the Sandy victims. That was so fulfilling. I think that did it for me here. Yeah, to see the families, the people, the kids online, One of the mothers that's coming, hopefully she'll be here today, she's one of the Sandy victims. She lost everything.
Right up here. Perfect.
My name is Darlene Jobson Larkin, and I have 4 boys. 10, there's an 8-year-old, 6-year-old, and a newly 3-year-old. Very busy.
I can actually say at one point I always thought, do we make a difference? You always make a difference in caring for someone. But we wanted to make something more permanent where we could be in someone's life, that we could actually go through the transition of helping someone. At that point it was through dying. At this point it's actually kind of get through the battle of hunger and poverty.
A lot of families that we get coming in here, and they literally say it to me, oh, I don't want to, I don't really want to apply for these services. I've never had to do this. And, they go through a whole, story. And I'll say, listen, stop, calm down. You have to worry about yourself and let's move on. None of us know from day to day what life is going to bring us.
We actually did things, the boys and I went out to help other families. In Coney Island, they made scarves, they learning to knit, and it was so nice to see, you're actually giving someone something and they're just really grateful and they're using them.
Now there's no questions about anything we do. I think we're a very effective, efficient agency, and I think that's clearly because of all the volunteers we have who've dedicated their lives to service.
Speaking as someone who spends their days behind a camera, behind a piece of paper writing, this part right here has been the trickiest for this documentary. Yes, I came along for the ride and I got to meet these people and I got to experience what this program is like, but this is their story and I'm just the one to sort of display it in the most honest way that I think I can. Places for a couple days, but they had these family units and these communities in these little pods sort of that were so welcoming and warm, and they just wanted to help people, and I thought that was beautiful, and I didn't really expect to see people so excited about nutrition and vitamins. I kind of realized how much I take it for granted.
I think, the best part of human nature is caring for each other, and it's a hard thing to come by. We just had the anniversary of 9/11, and we were there the second day. I remember the first 6 months, nobody asked if somebody was gay, nobody asked if someone had HIV and AIDS, nobody asked if you were African American or Italian or white or Hispanic. I hope, and I have no control over everything, is to have a culture of kindness and compassion and respect on both sides of the line.